Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. According to Amanda Cass, self-love is the key to a happy and fulfilling life. So if you want to have a happy and fulfilling life, then start loving yourself. Do you know what is self-love? Today we will discuss what is self-love and how we can develop self-love. So what is self-love? What is self-love? Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. So it is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self-love means having a high regard for your well-being and happiness. It means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. Self-love means fulfilling your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. So it also means fulfilling your needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. So self-love is mostly about our well-being and about our happiness. How do we prioritize our happiness? How do we prioritize our well-being? So if we prioritize our well-being and our happiness, so we love ourselves. What are the examples of self-love? So these are the examples of self-love. Examples. Accept yourself as you are. Accept yourself as you are. If you accept yourself as you are, so you love yourself. Whatever Allah has given you, if you are happy for that, if you are grateful for that, and you also accept that, so you love yourself. Secondly, prioritizing your needs. Prioritizing your needs. Do you prioritize your needs? Do you know what are your needs, or what do you need in your life? So if you know what are your needs, and if you prioritize those needs as well and you don't compromise on that, so it means you love yourself. setting healthy boundaries. Do you set healthy boundaries? What are your boundaries? If you set healthy boundaries, and those boundaries are according to your values, your principle, your standard of life, and you never compromise those boundaries. So if you have set such healthy boundaries and nobody can cross that, so you have love for yourself, or you love yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself when needed. Do you forgive yourself? If you make a mistake, if you come across an accident, if you suffer a loss, so what do? Are you harsh at yourself, or do you forgive yourself? So if you forgive yourself and you think that it was just a mistake, or it happens in life, and you forgive yourself and you think that next time you will try to avoid it, so you love yourself. So these are some of the examples of self-love. If you accept yourself as you are, you prioritize your needs, and if you have also set some healthy boundaries in your relationship, and you also forgive yourself if whenever you make some mistakes. So these are some of the examples of self-love. What does it mean, treat yourself with kindness and respect? So it means treating yourself with kindness and respect means that taking time to take care of your overall well-being. So if you take care of your overall well-being, and you treat yourself with kindness and respect, so you also love yourself. You love yourself, you treat yourself with kindness and respect just because you love yourself. And if you work on your overall well-being, so it means that you love yourself. That's why you work on your overall well-being. You want to grow spiritually, you want to grow emotionally, you want to grow physically, just because you love yourself and you love your life. So therefore, if you are here in this class and you are working on your personal and professional development, on your cognitive development, or your emotional development, your overall well-being, your overall development, so it means that you people love yourself, you love your life, and you love everything about your life. Now, can we develop self-love? So yes, we can develop self-love. There are some steps, and I would like to share those steps with you one by one. So what are these steps for developing self-love? So steps for developing self-love. For self-love. So the first one is embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your uniqueness. Do you have some unique qualities or unique features? If you have some uniqueness, you are different from other people because of that quality. So you must accept that, you must embrace that, and you must be proud of that, because that makes you a unique person and that differentiates you from other people. So when you embrace your uniqueness, you accept that, you are proud of that, so it means you love yourself. Secondly, let go of negative self-talk. Do you talk to yourself negatively? If you talk to yourself negatively, if you and you let go of those negative talks and you start appreciating yourself, you start encouraging yourself, and you start positive self-talk, so you love yourself, it shows you love yourself, and just because of that, you let go of the negative talks. You don't develop negative ideas. You are no more negative. You are no more disappointed. You are no more hopeless. Rather, you are hopeful, you are confident, you are hopeful, you are optimistic about your life, and therefore you develop positive thoughts, and you stop developing negative thoughts. So this is another sign of that you love yourself, or this is how you will love yourself. If you stop negative thoughts and you develop positive thoughts, so this is how you will start loving yourself. Treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself with kindness means taking time for working on your overall growth and development. So when you take time and you start working on your overall well-being, so you will start loving yourself. Like you are here in this class for personal development. So you have taken time for it, and now you have been working on yourself. So it shows that you love yourself. So these kind of steps, these kind of decisions in your life, it will enable you to start loving yourself. Focus on personal development. On personal development. So if you want to love yourself, then you must start focusing on personal development. How to develop yourself? In what area you want to develop yourself? Did you identify your strong areas and your area for improvement? If you have identified your strong area as well as you have identified your area for improvement, and now you have made a plan how to work on your area for improvement, and you have started working on that. So it means that you have started working on you have been focusing on personal development and improvement, and it shows, and it will develop self-love in you, and this is how you will develop self-love. Set boundaries and say no. Set boundaries and say no. Sometimes it is difficult to say no to any person, but if you have set boundaries and you think that something is against your principles, something is against your values, something is against your standard, and you think that this thing can cause you harm in the long run as well as in the present time. So, and you say no to somebody that I cannot do it, I cannot go there, I cannot attend that program just because it is not good for my positive self-image, for my self-esteem, and you say no to that person. So it means you have set boundaries, you have set healthy boundaries, and it also means that you love yourself. Just because of that you love yourself, you say no to that person. And this is very important. You should whenever somebody offers you something, you must critically think about that, whether this thing is good for you or it's not good for you. So if something is not good for you, don't go for that, and say you must be confident enough to say yes, to the things which are important for you, and say no to the things which doesn't have any value for you, rather it creates problem for you. Practice self-care daily. Practice self-care daily. If you take care of yourself on daily basis, you go for exercise, you go to gym, you play some games, and you take great care of your physical, your spiritual, your overall well-being. So, and you practice it daily, so it means you love yourself. So this is another sign of loving yourself. And if you start practicing it, so you will start loving yourself. So this is an important step for loving yourself, how to develop love for yourself. Celebrate your achievements. If you want to develop self-love, then you should, whatever you have achieved so far, you must celebrate that. You must be proud of that. So when you are proud of your achievement, your success, you start loving yourself, you start believing in yourself, you start showing confidence. It makes you confidence. And you start believing in yourself that you can do something in your life. You are worthy of achieving great things in your life. So these are some of the steps which can help us if we start practicing these steps in our daily life. So we will develop self-love. According to Robert Morley, to fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. This was all about what is self-love and how can we develop self-love. Hope you like it.